Hello everyone, this is Pat with Angel Divination with our daily oracle card reading and message for Saturday, the 23rd of June, 2012. Happy Saturday everyone. For today's reading, it is a fairy day for us, so yes, I'll be calling on the magical messages from the fairies, oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. And I actually did already get a couple of cards that came out for today this is the second time me shooting this video, so but it was very interesting because there was a couple of cards that dropped out for today, and the first one was Assertiveness. And I'll show you this picture of this fairy. It's a beautiful, like rainbow-colored fairy, and it says, "Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to." So this is a very strong, same kind of message that we got yesterday from Bridget. And Bridget's message was don't back down. Excuse me. So the message from the fairies today here is about assertiveness. It's about speaking up and communicating about your beliefs and where you stand on a particular issue. Okay? And the second part of the message here says, only say yes if you really want to. So it's a little bit of a twofold message. And you know, the second part of it, only say yes if you really want to, really speaks to being firm and, again, standing in your power and not allowing yourself to be, you know, guilted into something. You know, there are some people out there who will drop a bag of guilt at your feet and to, you know, pull you into their way of thinking, doing what they want you to do, what have you. So this is about, just like Bridget said yesterday, standing up for where you're at, you know, being willing to speak your truth with somebody, because, you know, as you see the fairy in this picture, she's full of that rainbow-colored light, because there's an element of this that's very healing, both for you and the other person that you may need to speak to. Okay, and I know sometimes these situations are really uncomfortable, and it may seem, you may not understand how, you know, doing that or disappointing someone else, if that's part of what you have to stand up about. It may seem difficult to understand how disappointing somebody could be healing, but for you, it's a place of empowerment when you know, stand up for yourself and you set a boundary and you take care of yourself. And ultimately, it gets you out of the space of being a victim and always being manipulated by other people. So this is really simply about, again, speaking your truth about a situation. And it isn't about aggressiveness. Assertiveness is a little bit different about aggressiveness than aggressiveness. You know, it has a lot to do with creating clarity and understanding between you and someone else, and so that each of you knows where you stand. And it can be done in a very peaceful way, but it's important that you step forward and say, you know, my feelings have changed about this, or this is where I'm at with this, and you need to communicate that to that person in some way. So it's very freeing. As I look at the picture of that fairy, she's got her arms up in the air and has that beautiful light emanating from her. And this is and when I look at that, is that this is going to be so freeing for you. It's going to set the stage for a new way of being in your life going forward. It's like you're finally breaking free from a pattern of always feeling like you have to do or have to be or have to, feeling obligated to do something. So it's very freeing for you, and in that it's very healing. It brings in a greater sense of peace. So that's why, you know, we had the powerful goddess Bridget come in yesterday. It's really, you know, she had that burning flame around her heart, which just says that it's something that's been burning inside of you that needs to express itself. So, and assertiveness is the way that you express it. If you need help with finding words, you know, call upon the fairies and angels. as I look at this card about assertiveness too, it may also be about speaking up about what your needs are, your material needs, and conveying that that there needs to be a change in how that those material needs, whether it's finances or goods, make their way to you. So, or it may be resolving some issue, because the fairies are very much the being in the elemental realm, the guardian angels of the plant and animal world. They're very connected to material supply, and they're that group of entities that we can work with to help manifest material supply. Which brings actually us over to our other card that we got from them, Debt Paid Off. It said the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. And again, there's that sense of relief. This card has a very freeing feeling to it as you speak up for yourself and stand up for yourself. And this card has the energy of relief to it, like, oh, it's finally done. And it may be that your assertiveness has to do with resolving a financial issue with either someone you owe money to, or someone that owes money to you, or a company or vendor that you deal with that's been providing a service to you, and something in the billing wasn't right. So maybe they overcharged you for something, or whatever the issue is. Could even be taxes. It's about resolving that to the point where it's just done. Like, wipe your hands of it. It's done. The issue is resolved. It's over because you were assertive and stood up for yourself. And maybe as simple as this card's meaning today is also as simple as maybe you just got paid yesterday. It was payday for a lot of people. Friday's a very common payday here in the United States. And, so it's time for you to, be assertive and get on top of the management of your bills or anything that needs that you need to address in your finances. And I think it also has to do with moving forward in a different way with your finances from this point forward. You may be, addressing those issues that you've had about, being more liquid in your spending, not borrowing from, credit or something like that too much. So the, oops, it's falling over. These two cards today, I feel bring us a lot. There's the freedom and relief. Those are the key elements. It may show up in different forms for different people, but they really are tied in. Whether your assertiveness is in a relationship and whether it has to do with something financial or not, when you take the steps to free yourself in one area of your life, it opens up channels in a bunch of other areas, and very likely allows a greater flow of income and prosperity to you. So I'll leave you with those messages for today, and I hope you have a lovely Saturday, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Enjoy your day.